Okay, come on. Come on. There we go. Okay, looks like we're recording. Let me just double check. No, still not on. Click refresh again. There we go. No, still not on. And there it is, the face that caused 1,000 people on 1,000 ships to just vomit in disgust. G'day. Okay, gonna be playing some more Knights of the Old Republic 2. Why? Because, well, I want to bloody play it. And I've got nothing better to do. So. Now, last mission I did some crazy shit. And I got some training from Kreia. And I was about to head out because I've got the main mission to do. Hey, Kreia leveled up. Zar for Kreia. And lets-FAP form. Force barrier, force choke. There we go. Insanity. Probably one of the most useful abilities in the game. Game appears to be shuddering a little bit. Okay.
Any luck on Excellent. How did you deal with Jorin?
It has to be someone near their camp, and no one else lives around them. You might be right, but I doubt it. Are they turning on their own? Typical. That's about all I know. I've never seen the thief clearly. Do you have any idea who it is? Really? So it isn't a salvager. Well, the war affected different people different ways. Is she gonna be all right? I guess I had it all wrong. I thought those salvagers were to blame. Look, if you see her again, tell her maybe we can work something out. I need help on my farm. She's already shown she knows something about farming equipment. I know a lot of people that need a second chance right about now. Here's your reward. Finally, I can get back to work.
Sonic Blaster, Watchman Blaster. Oh, let's have a look, see what that's like. So what was it? Sonic Blaster. Oh, it's heavy. Ah, there we go. Survival pistols can match even the best heavy blaster in performance. Their stun capabilities makes up for the offhand. On the bright side, level up. After that, I'm going to have to up my force abilities after I upgrade. So the next couple levels, it's that, then flurry, then... or actually, maybe force regeneration, then flurry. Full speed. Improve that. Force wave, force lightning, force suppression. Not bad, I'm already at level 15. Can't complain about that leveling up. Wait, let's complete a couple more missions first.
Don't cause any more trouble for Dantooine. We've had a...
It's you again. Well, you know who I am. I figure you've got a reason for coming back. You want something? So you did. Here's the credits I told you about. Even with the caves cleared, I imagine it'll take some time before the Kinrath aren't on the plains. That was very helpful of you. You've saved some lives today. You want something? Some of the salvagers went deep into the ruins and found a lot of Jedi relics. It's the most valuable haul the salvagers ever got. But all the salvagers that went down there are dead. So it seems every day or so some salvager comes claiming they're owed by such and such, or that they're related. The whole thing makes me sick. Garavik says he won the whole claimant, but that was a you want. You really should talk to Barun.
I don't get it, I edited that. Oh well, doesn't matter. Thought I edited the wheel, but I guess I didn't. And how much money have I got? 2,500. No parts for lightsabers. Reflex package. Double blade. Quarterstaff, exchange negotiator. One of these days I'm going to go through and I'm not going to be using lightsabers at all. Save.
I hope that you haven't run into any difficulty. Is there anything... What have you learned, Jedi? I hope that you... Is there anything... I have no doubt that Barun means well, but I have every confidence in Zeron. I would ask you to ignore anything Barun asked of you. He doesn't see the full scope. I realize that I'm asking you for help, but you must also know that I am the head of this nominal government. It wouldn't be appropriate for me to divulge all information to you. There are plenty of opportunities to assist people on Dantooine. Too many, I'm afraid. I would go to the militia headquarters and make your intentions known there. Besides that, just listen.
Hello there! You haven't?
Well, that's something. I'm the second in command over here. If you do have trouble, I'm not the one to talk. This is... The thing is, he expects everyone to follow... Just look... So, we... All right.
It's you. You. He did he? What's this about? You can't compromise with those people. They're like Minox and a power converter, sucking the life out of us. So he's asked you to go looking into what I'm up to. If I didn't need every last man here. Appreciate. All right, I can use your help. But you can't tell anyone. There's a mercenary captain near what's left of the Jedi Enclave's courtyard. His name is Dopak. Just tell him that I said, go ahead. That's all. You have questions, but it's like this conversation never happened, got it? Just do it. It'll help out Kunda. We can talk more later.
Where's my people that follow me?
Hello there. All right.
Oh, there they are. Either way, I think I need to go to the Jedi Plains now, and which I believe is on the other side. And the rescue Rook. Sad enemies don't respawn as much as they used to. In Knights of the Old Republic 1, enemies respawn quite often. Quick save. Of course, he recovers
Halt,
with that
settler.
expression.
This is a restricted area. How the hell did you get through the Kinrath? You should leave. We are highly trained veterans, and you're just a settler with a toy blaster. We're taking the Jedi to Nar Shaddaa, and that is the end of that. I'm gonna say this nice and simple for your little calf-hurting head. Unless you want to wind up dead, leave now. What? That's a Jedi trick! We trained against that during the war. It's a Jedi, man! Kill her before she tries something else!
God, insanity is such a good ability.
Focus.
Normally this would kill me, like, right off the bat.
Always rushing into action without thinking of the consequences. What? You're expecting thanks? Kunda is in danger, and you've ruined the best chance of averting a full-scale conflict. Right now, Dantooine is at a critical moment. If Kunda falls, then the Republic may lose control of this system. Still, I'm surprised you were able to get this far. Although you do have your Jedi training to fall back on. Every action has consequences, no matter how small or insignificant they seem. And even the smallest choice has the potential for harm. The Mandalorian Wars was proof of this. Intentions mean nothing if a greater tragedy is caused.
I hate this guy. I'm gonna... I'd like to kill him, but I'm going light side, aren't I?
I need to get to Kunda and warn them. They could be attacked at any moment. If you wish to prove yourself, then do so. Kunda's in danger and they need our help. The mercenaries have allied themselves with the Exchange and are planning to attack Kunda. They've been holding off for the right moment. And now, since they lost their captive Jedi, they'll attack immediately. I'm going to try to reach Administrator Adari. Time is of the essence.
Okay, let's see what the... Since the mercenaries have recently made a secret alliance with the Exchange and they're planning immediate attack of Kunda. With the Administration Adari's dead with the Exchange. Hey! Items respawn. Empty. Empty. Oh, come on. Heavy repeating carbine. Holy shit, that is a good weapon. Mercenaries person. That's pretty good. That's like a lightsaber version of the gun. Hey. Credits is credits. I went the wrong way. But it's always good to check to see if there's actually crystals respawn. I don't think they do, but it's always good to check. Where's...
You are the Jedi I've heard reports of, and I am Azkul, leader of the mercenaries on Dantooine. Straight to the point. I like that. I will be equally direct. I am planning to take Kunda, and you're going to help me. You don't need to know the details. But I can tell you, there are a lot of credits involved. According to my reports, I have 4 times as many soldiers as the militia, and I'm committed to taking Kunda. It is inevitable that I will succeed. If you wish to avoid my men eradicating the people of Dantooine, you will make it easier for me to take Kunda. Of course, I will pay well for your services. you'd better reconsider. I can't have a Jedi interfering with my plans. There is a considerable bounty on your kind that I will collect on unless you're working for me.
You could have guided the situation to a better outcome.
Men, I trust you can handle this Jedi.
I shall make you see.
That's pretty good. Good stun chance. I didn't realize. No remains. Skill too low. Damn it.
Charanana Gundoso Remina.
Sorry, this door is blocked off.
I see you have found the elusive Master Vrook. He's told me that his rescue complicated our situation to some degree. I can't say that I anticipated that. I thank you for finding him, though. Vrook has informed me that the mercenaries devised a plan of attack to annihilate Kunda itself. I must ask for your aid again, Jedi. Zeron says that even with a plan, the mercenaries have to gather their forces, then coordinate their assault. So we still have time. I'm afraid the militia has not been adequately trained for the task that befalls them. Right now, just us and the militia. I don't want to create a needless panic. But be assured I will make sure that all civilians are warned in time so they can get to safety. Though if we lose this battle, nowhere on Dantooine will be safe for settlers for long. Our militia is effective at peacekeeping, but isn't prepared for a full-scale battle. If you can do anything to ready them for the reality of it, that would be helpful. Besides that, look around Kunda and see what you can do to strengthen our defenses. I know that we don't have the perimeter turrets online, and that alone could make a significant difference. Zeron says there is a considerable chance they will breach Kunda itself. Anything you can do to slow them down could turn the tide of battle. I have instructed the militia and other Kunda personnel that you are to be provided with anything that can be spared. Unfortunately, that isn't much. Here is a MasterCard key that will open all of the security doors inside Kunda. Anything that might aid you in your task, please use. Soon, all the civilians will be evacuated. So if you have any business with them, I suggest you take care of it. Whenever you are ready to finalize the defenses, talk with Zeron.
Okay, who's got the highest medicine? 22.
Thanks, stranger. I should be back to duty in no time. Thanks, stranger. Thanks. Thanks, stranger. I feel better. Thanks.
Okay. Okay, I think he's got higher repair. 21. Oh no, I got a higher repair. In that case. How many parts have we got? What was my computing? Engage droids, defense droids, import. Okay, there we go. That's that room done. Can't go in there. Can't go in there. I really need to talk to that dude about his Hydra spanner.
Charanana gundoso remine che l'orak. Charanana gundoso remine che l'orak de kurkatada. Fiadre tora pa. Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rento ron kavre kare papana. Der inte runt och vakare kwe wap gerebu. Ninso telepatchen gorsadara nane gra dalonuta choloren. Teriwana der inte teriwana jung. Der inte
Such acts have their own strength about them. I had forgotten. Principles of sacrifice and charity. These are things I have not seen in some time. I'm afraid that it will weaken you for what comes. But I have said enough.
Sorry, this door is blocked off. Hey, get away from that door! The last time somebody messed with it, it was locked down for months before we could fix it.
God damn it. Oh wait, defense turret. I gotta get the defense turret running. Which I might need to actually build more parts. Come on. Okay. That did nothing. Nothing!
You'll find little welcome here. I will answer you.
There's got to be a way to get the turrets online. I just got to remember how to do that.
Zeron was right about the mercenaries all along. I guess my ego clouded my judgment as to what's best for Kunda.
There we go. Turret controls. Attack only hostile.
We've been told to provide you with anything you need. We have to keep the news of the mercenaries' plans quiet for now to avoid panic.
Okay, I don't think there's much more I can actually do. Got turrets. Could probably redirect those bombs, but what's the point? Stealth, treat injury. Fuck it, and awareness. Powers. Yeah, get her insanity as well. And let's do a quick save.
You heard what the administrator said. Each of us has to do what they can to aid in the defense of Kunda. See where you can lend a hand. We'll have time to talk more when this is all over.
Oh, I hate this guy.
Do you require anything else, Jedi?
I was right about you. You are trouble, but you might just be the right sort of trouble we need. The mercenaries aren't quick to mobilize, so you have time to do what you need. Or are you ready to finalize the defense plans? Inspecting the perimeter, talking to the troops and coming up with a battle plan. I fought in a war or two, but I'm no general. In my experience, people like you are better at strategy. You want a hand in making the plan, you got it. You sure? Once we're done with that, there may not be any time left before the mercenaries attack. All right, then we got a lot to do.
Since you are here to bolster Kunda's defense, I will hurry to the mercenary camp and delay their assault however I can.
I imagine that the mercenaries have got two goals in this whole thing. Kill me and kill the administrator. The rest of the settlers won't have courage to resist if they succeed. The administrator's locked up in her office tight, which means that the mercs have to go through us and Kunda's defenses. It isn't gonna be easy. I suspect we're gonna have to fight on the inside. They've got 3 entrances they're gonna try and break in. Here's the front door, the security door on the side, and the garage door in back. We got 3 squads of militia. We can assign people to the front, back, or inside. Backside has to guard 2 entrances. The front will have to fight more people, and the inside will have to deal with any that break through. So, where do you think the first squad should be deployed? The battles that had the least dying were always led by Jedi. I'm gonna go with what you think. Where do you want the second squad? First squad is the most experienced. The only squad that could go blaster to blaster against the mercs. Second squad has a lot of passion but no experience. Third squad is fresh recruits and not trained too well, and they may break in combat. They need a good leader to make them effective. Where do you want the second squad? All right. Where do you want the third squad, the new recruits? Fine by me. The last question is, where do you want to go? Either the front or the back. I'll take whichever one you don't. That way both sides have leadership. That's what I was thinking too. The main group of mercenaries will be coming through there. Probably be good to put our best soldier there. Once the fighting starts, you gotta stay in your area. We both have to guard our half of the battlefield. Come over to me and the mercs will just charge straight into Kunda. Thanks to you, they're gonna have a tougher job. That's about it. Now we just need to dig in and wait for the mercs to come. Well, I'll tell them what's there to do. I'm not much for words. All right, I'll assemble the men. I hope you can speak good. You're much better with words than me. Let's get ready for the mercenaries. If we fall here, all of Dantooine falls with us.
Tell me what you see, soldier.
They're mobilizing the militia. Looks like a lot of activity down there.
They've been warned. It won't be of any use. The plan doesn't change. Captains, prepare your men. Their leader, Administrator Tarina, must not survive the battle. Everything else is secondary to that objective.
Oh, come on! Straight through? And straight through my mines again. Doesn't matter. As long as I have insanity on my side, I cannot lose!
We've lost too many soldiers. Fall back inside.
So you're the Jedi. I take it you are responsible for the surprises we've had during this battle. Stand aside. Our quarrel is with a distinguished administrator. This isn't your problem. Is that supposed to convince me, Jedi? I was trained by the Sith. My unit killed many Jedi. I'll give you one last chance. Leave the administrator to her fate. She's inconvenient and doesn't know the chain of command. She will pay for that. You have no idea who you're talking to. I was going to spare your worthless life. I see I was in error. I was trained at Malak's academy. Your tricks won't work on me. You're just another dead Jedi to me.
Sorry I was held up, but it looks like I've arrived in time to pull you out of your predicament.
Kill them all.
you so much for your aid. You can be sure that Dantooine will not forget how the Jedi protected us from you. I'm sorry to offend you. You are, of course, our savior, and I am very grateful to you.
What the? Hey, come on. Shit! Game shut down. Okay, something's going wrong. I think my computer's freezing up. Oh, I have to do all that again.
I was right about it. You sure? All right. Then we got a lot to do.
Okay, now I better...
Since you are here to bolster...
I imagine that the administrator's locked up in her. It isn't gonna be easy. They've got... Here's the... There's the... And the garage door and back. We got 3 squad and the inside... So...
First squad should be deployed at...
The battle's... Where do you...
Second squad...
All right. Where do you want the third? Fine. That's what I was... Thanks. That's about... Well... All right. I don't have the words. That was really something. I think any one of them would take a blaster bolt for you now. Let's get ready for the mercenaries. If we fall here, all of Dantooine falls with us.
Tell me what you see, soldier.
They're mobilizing the militia. Looks like a lot of activity.
Straight through me mind.
We've lost too many soldiers.
And I think my guys could go another 10 rounds.
So for the Jedi, stand up. You have no idea.
Sorry, I...
Kill them all.
Thank you so much for your aid. You can be sure we are a humble... Thank you again. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much work to do.
Kunda is safe in no small part due to you. I feel certain that the Administrator wouldn't have made it without your assistance.
Goddamn right, you old bastard.
In any case, I am free to talk about whatever you wish. Have they? I've seen no evidence of them upon Dantooine. Only murderers and raiders. Why would they attack you? You are no Jedi. You cannot feel the Force. For some reason, I believe you. Still, I am curious as to how they would know to find you. Your trial was not public knowledge. Regardless, these Sith have struck, and you survived. This is more knowledge than I had before. And that means the Jedi may gather. If you can find others, or find some trace of the Sith threat, then we shall gather here on Dantooine. And from there we may decide what can be done. You have more questions for me? You have seen the end of your trial. Perhaps you would like to explain how you came to this knowledge. That was intended only for the Jedi Council. If what remains of the Council chooses to tell you, then I will abide by their decision and its consequences. There is little I can tell you. Master Kavar felt something had happened to you in the war, but all he had was suspicions, not truths. And Kavar was too close to you in any event. He, too, felt the call of war and took to battle more than a Jedi should. His speculations would not help you now, but enough of this. It is knowledge for the Council alone until they choose to reveal it. You have more questions for me? Force bonds? Yes. It is the bond that grows between master and student. Are you saying you have bonded with another? Such bonds normally grant strength to both, but not to such a degree. Are you certain? Perhaps it is merely what you believe. Still, your ability to form such connections, to influence others, was always a subject of discussion, even when you were a student here. Perhaps it is a punishment of a sort. But a bond that ties two lives together, such bonds do not seem natural to me. And with your loss of connection to the Force, it seems such a connection would be impossible. Perhaps it is Dantooine, but I do not feel such from you. I feel nothing but what I felt in the Council Judgment Chamber on Coruscant so long ago. Still, you and your connections were often a subject of debate in the Council. It is possible that returning to known space, journeying with others, has caused the Force to stir within you again. You have more questions for me? We were not in hiding, despite what you believe. This threat is striking through the Force. There's a reason that we cannot detect it. It is somehow masking its presence from us. I do not know. There are techniques in the Force that hide one's presence and thoughts from other Force users. But I do not believe that such techniques alone would be capable of hiding the enemies we face. It does not seem possible. Jedi sanctuaries, places of learning, conclaves, many of them secret, have been attacked. That requires that our enemy knew of our whereabouts, or had access to records and holocrons from the Enclave here on Dantooine. There was much Jedi teaching buried here before the planet was attacked. In the hands of our enemies, such knowledge could be used to track and kill Jedi, find other enclaves, gathering places. And so much has been plundered from here that now many secrets of the Jedi have been spread throughout the galaxy. So I did what I could, attempting to let myself be captured. I hoped that it would lead me to the Sith and the stolen artifacts. The Sith attacked this place once, and only they would seek the death of the Jedi with such obsession, and be able to be as successful as they have. With the destruction of Dantooine, it is difficult to sense the presence of any Force users here. If any Sith are here, I cannot detect them. Yes, perhaps I wish to see this place one more time. It has changed much, as I knew it had, but I had to see it for myself. You have more questions for me? There are a few of us left, but I do not even know if the others still live. We may be the last. We've been forced to divide our forces and retreat to places which will be difficult for our enemies to detect and attack. You have more questions? I suppose there is something I should show you that will keep you alive long enough to prove useful. When you are facing a long campaign, you need to be more conservative with how you use your Force energy. This form gives you increased Force affinity. In simple terms, it helps you to quickly regenerate Force energy in the middle of a fight. I don't know how you learned that so quickly. Still, your form is sloppy. Keep practicing to tighten it up and you'll be fine.
Constitution. Force heal, regenerate, awaken, force lightning, force suppression. Force drain I'll get after. Specialist. Okay. Okay, revitalize. And let's get rid of Kreia. Ah, I got no HK. And all my mines are gone. Son of a bitch. Ah, fucking hell, mouse. One of the worst things about this thing, if you've got two screens up, the mouse can drift from one screen to the other without anything. It's not screen locked. Which isn't always a bad thing, it's just a bad thing for sometimes. But at least now I've got a bit more money, I might be able to make up. Quick save.
I heard you were responsible for driving the mercenaries off this rock. That's good. Dantooine was getting too crowded for my tastes. I've still got some Jedi junk left to sell. You buying? Certainly. Take your time. Look through the pile.
Feet required Jedi defense. Do I even have Jedi defense? Pro deflection. See if I can actually, maybe that chick, actually I can have a chat with her now. Might be able to chat. Maybe the Mandalorians are still there. Nope, looks like the girl's not here anymore. Guess that bit was more cut content. This is a shame. Really wish they would have been able to finish off this game. They never really did.
Ah, the Traveler has... So.
Jaren says you saved him down there. Next time you should ask for a reward.
Can I help you? I'm not paid to talk to you. Move. I'm not paid to talk to you. Move along.
What an ass. Yeah, time to leave and time to face those HKs. Now I think this might be the last part I need to get.
Unnecessary observation. Targets acquired. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation. And bring about the termination of hostilities. Failing, Master. Systems failing, Master. Systems failing, Master.
I remember, I think it wasn't this one. I think it was this one. Damn it! I tried blowing it up last time, didn't work.
Is there? Must be hearing things. But for a moment.
Oh, Granny, always fucking with people.
Diagnostic. HK-47 activated. Running checks through primary systems. Assessment. It appears I have suffered considerable damage and dismemberment. I can feel all the cracks in my motivators. And my central control cluster seems to have taken several repeated blaster shots at close range. How crude. Answer. It seems you would know more than I. My memory centers are experiencing some setbacks. Reflection. Of course, for some reason that does not alarm me. I suspect I have suffered such repeated memory failures before. Still, the loss of my higher combat and assassination protocols is shameful and degrading. Answer. If by okay, you mean the loss of almost all my existing assassination protocols, then no, I am not okay. Furthermore, I seem to have no discretionary control over my vocabulator, causing me to reveal my true function as an assassin droid of unrivaled sophistication. Answer. Oh, that is impossible, Master. If I were out to kill you, we would not be speaking. And regardless, I am a unique model. Why, to think that there would be other versions of me would be unacceptable. Statement. Master, I must inform you that your attempts at humor are wasted on a droid such as I. As I have expressed, I am unique. resignation. Very well, Master. If you persist in your attempts at humor, I shall indulge you. Let me check the ship's records, and we will settle this matter once and for all. Conclusion. You speak the truth. This discovery is also causing me some degree of anger and humiliation. Mockery. Am I all right? Oh, yes, Master. Why, I am fine. Statement. I mean, I've only just been reactivated, only to find that there are substandard duplicates of me running all over the galaxy, corroding my good name. But if they are in fact hunting you, then I look forward to the opportunity to meet these units and educate them in proper assassination protocols. Conclusion. So it seems I need you, for the time being. Answer. I do not know, Master. It is curious that I was here, although this place does seem familiar. Extrapolation. Perhaps someone was already in the process of rebuilding me. It may be I was needed for some task. Answer. If by the recitation. Oh, how I hate that. Answer. Yes, Master. HK-47 is ready to serve.
Don't activate your shield already, idiot.
There is something I have observed, and now I feel I must say it. I have found your presence to be inspiring. With your growth in the Force, you seem to have found your center, and throughout the dangers we face, you remain calm and focused. I understand now why others followed you to war. Perhaps that is what leadership is. And it is something I have seen in only a few during my travels. In any event, it has been some time since I traveled with a Jedi, nor one so firmly upon the path. I wanted to thank you. I fear the stories that were spoken of you have misrepresented you, and if I have the opportunity, I shall reverse them whenever they arise. Very well. Then I shall keep my favorable opinions to myself. That is hardly surprising. I imagine you are that Jedi, but the records are somewhat evasive on why this was done. I wanted to discuss why you chose to leave the Jedi Order and accept exile. I see. And because you went to war, they cast you out? Do you have a record of this trial? Perhaps I shall examine it when I get the chance, with your permission. I appreciate your trust. Thank you.
Ah, you are here. You felt it, did you not? The time to hide your presence is coming to a close, and you will need to increase your training. You are ready. Your training must increase, and there are higher mysteries you must learn. But only you must know the path you will take. I cannot choose it for you. Is it battle that stirs you? To meet an enemy blade upon blade? Such is the way of the greatest of Jedi warriors, the weapon masters. Or perhaps it is investigating the mysteries of the galaxy, seeking out injustice and harm, and bringing it into the light. Such is the way of the Jedi Watchman in the time of Ulic Qel-Droma and Exar Kun. Or perhaps your way lies upon the ancient mysteries, and to teach others the ways of the Force, as I have, the way of the Jedi Masters. It is not some great test you require to be what you strive to be. It is only your decision to find that path that matters. From here on, you guide your destiny. But in order to take the next steps, you must face your past and put it to rest.
Lightsaber. Let's see. Cancel normal improvement master variations of the following Force abilities. Oh, I got +3 to strength now.
Yes? That crystal is bonded to you. Most interesting. Your crystal does not perfectly reflect your current self. Is there some... Yes? That crystal is bond... Let me focus on the crystal for a moment. There. Now it is fully in tune. Is there some... Does it matter? Perhaps I... What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? That I felt the call of the Sith? That perhaps once I held the galaxy by its throat? That for every good work that I did, I brought equal harm upon the galaxy? That perhaps what the greatest of the Sith Lords knew of evil they learned from me? What would it matter now? There is only so much comfort in knowing such things, and it is not who I am now. There are dark places in the galaxy where few tread. Learn from me, my mistakes.
Damn it!
And use that knowledge to become greater than I. That is all I ask of you, and that is all I desire. In you, all my
Basically,
hopes
she
rest
trained our enemies.
for the future, for the Force. If it means so much to you, then this I swear to you upon my life, upon our lives, that when your training is complete, I will answer everything. There shall be no more shadows between us, only truth that exists between master and apprentice.
Two to dexterity, 2 to strength, 3 to wisdom. Okay, now my stats are looking a bit better. Yeah, charisma. What's my dexterity like? Okay.
Something up? All right.
I really need to go there in order to...
Ancient centers of learning, of knowledge, but I did not walk alone. To be united by hatred is a fragile alliance at best.
Okay, I've got I'm having a couple bits of glitchiness. I think I can, with any luck, it won't wreck the game. There we go. I think the sound's getting better. Beep, beep, beep. Okay. Features. Double mastery. And for speed. Accept. HK. And okay, this feat gives the droid the ability to speak with other droids that don't speak sentient languages. What the hell?
Statement. Master, I must express some degree of concern. As I have studied your actions, looking for potential vulnerabilities to exploit, I have found several. Statement. You seem disposed to helping others, not harming them, as I have come to expect and anticipate from organic meatbags across the galaxy. Statement. Oh, Master, please, of course they are. Any time you inconvenience or jeopardize yourself for another, it is a vulnerability. In any event, I feel compelled to point out that your self-destructive path of pacifism and sacrifice will only lead to your doom. That may be a trifle melodramatic, but frankly, it is something that all Jedi should hear. And I have been rehearsing the speech for some time. Statement. Master, it is nothing personal, but professional pride dictates that I keep a running tally on any potential weaknesses in my masters. And of course, the weaknesses of any other sentient meatbags, droids, or other targets who are in service to my master. Hypothetical. Master, it is entirely possible that one day you may no longer be my master, and that my new master might get jealous of our prior relationship. It has happened before. As a result, I have a responsibility to know your weaknesses should I be required to assassinate you. Statement. You wish to Statement. Oh, yes, Master. Statement. Very well, Master. But if you wish to be brutal and vicious about it, know that I am trained for such things. Do your worst. Statement. Very Statement. Master, you wound me. Not physically, but in my behavior core. It is true that I once possessed many more protocols and upgrades. But time and I am afraid that I have a rather long history of memory problems, which has also compromised my effectiveness as well. Still, you will find me a valuable asset, Master, willing and able to terminate anything you point me towards. State. Answer. Master, ironically enough, I seem to have developed a sudden bout of memory consolation.
Fuck it. Attribute. Wait, when did his intelligence jump? Actually, everything's jumped. Except for charisma. Let's see. Power shot. Okay, there we go. F9.
Diagnostic? For some reason, I cannot fire. Obvious statement. This was not anticipated. I am attempting to access my weapon systems, and I cannot. Alarmed embarrassment. If this gets back to the other units, we will be decommissioned. Systems failing, Master. Systems failing, Master. Systems failing, Master. Acknowledgement. Statement. Perhaps my anticipation of working with one who served at Malachor 5 was too high. But you are countering all those expectations. Statement. Well, all your behavior up to this point suggests either strong atonement or confirmation that the atrocities attributed to you during the war were in fact accidents. Answer. Statement. Sometimes, Master, I'm... Statement. Answer. Master, I do not know. I have tried in vain to find it, but so far the location of the factory churning out these copies has eluded me. Statement. Statement. Oh no, Master, surely you are mistaken. I would never malfunction in such a way on purpose. Prompt. Do you understand me? Answer. I fear that any such information that exists would only come out when a certain sequence of That is why I am eager to encounter... State. Statement. 1. The probability of them showing up around you is statistically high. The second reason is a little more complicated. You see, even though those clones are obviously cheap, Answer. Somehow these droids are built from my schematics. Answer. Because of my self-preservation program, my behavior core recognizes these templates as still being me, despite I could no more shoot them than I could shoot myself. It is a Statement. Answer. I do not know why these... Theory. I can only assume that some critical moment is approaching where stealth and subtlety is no observation. It is clear, however, that they have been placed throughout the galaxy at critical Ready to serve.
Greetings again.
So you've returned. I'm not surprised to hear that. We've been very curious about his business arrangement. Samhan's no fool. He knows just how far he can go, and he stays a hair's breadth within those lines. But he seems to trust you. Maybe we can use that to... If we could catch Samhan in the act, we could arrest him and have more than enough evidence. But it's catching him in the act that... Just see what he wants you to... Good luck. So you've returned. What is it? The real Batu Rem? or the assassin Batu Rem? Really? Very funny. Oh, what is it? Docking Bay 3. More suspicious activity from Zerka's private dock. If only we had something more concrete, I could launch a full-scale investigation. But Nar Shaddaa? Sounds like you've made some powerful enemies. Here's the reward for the information. And if you find out anything else about Batu, real or fake, let me know. What is it? I see. And where and when did you kill them? I see. Well, you certainly earned the bounty on those two dangerous criminals. Here it is. I think you'll find the amount more than adequate. The TSF once again thanks you for your cooperation.
Look at that. Para makan wanak.